Hey there, this is Cooper from Telepathic Bunny Comics. I'm here with some friends, Mr. Wolfsbane Comics right here. Right over there, Mr. Shadowpunk, and over here, my favorite pothead and yours, Belmont Press.
I don't have any favorite potheads.
Yeah. Well, Shadowpunk doesn't like potheads.
I want to go on record, okay?
All right.
Even the Big Lebowski is not good enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Wow, that's saying something.
That's harsh.
That's saying something.
Who doesn't like the dude? Too. You don't like the dude? Come on, man.
Well, I do like the dude. I think that's a really good movie.
Right.
Let's face it. It's so funny to see him lose his shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, he's got to have that rug, man. It ties the room together, you know? It ties it together, man. Anyway. Anyway, before we go down to the Big Lebowski hole, let's pull it back a little bit. Buy one, back one. I wasn't able to run the show last week because of family emergency. But here we are this week. There's been some activity on the campaign in the intervening 2 weeks. Also, somebody took it upon themselves to create their own website. And he told me about it, and he showed me kind of like the early goings, but I wasn't really sure what his angle was, you know. And he just out of the blue, he's like, "Oh, I like your idea. I'm making a website out of it."
Wow.
You know, and so he right. But he went ahead and set it up. It's pretty cool. Is
this Luke?
No, it's a guy named Ian Simeon. He's living in South Korea currently, but he liked the idea of promoting somebody that's got a guaranteed campaign that's going to absolutely ship. That's already been made probably. Everything's bought, and so he's just looking for orders to see who wants it, right? And then at the same time pair that up with a campaign where somebody really needs the funds to get it off the ground. But could have just as good of a product, but just don't have the resources or the reach, you know. And so he liked that idea. Now, granted, he is a lot more. Our list is more curated than his website, so you will see things on there that that basically have like more woke content than you'll see on the CG's list, but not like anything egregious, you know. I mean, it's not like a lesbian smash hentai or anything like that, so don't have to worry about that.
Are you sure?
Anyway, well, last time I looked, it didn't have it all. So, anyway.
You never know, right?
I don't know. I have no idea, you know. Anyway.
Well, I would say exposure is a good thing, and as long as there's not freaky, crazy shit, you gotta live in the world with other people, right?
True.
Well, I mean, it's like I kept telling him, that I just want the comic books promoted. I mean, I don't care who gets any credit for it. I don't care whose name is on it at the end of the day. I just want to see people got to get these comics in front of their eyeballs, because that's the name of the game. And there is no such thing as bad press. There really isn't, because you're just like letting people know things are in the world that they didn't know existed,
Well, what's interesting about it too is that there's a niche to be somebody who can promote people like that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah. You and I personally, I would never consider this an option to spend my time doing something like that. But he sees the opportunity in it, and good for him if he can benefit from it, and we can benefit from having our books on there.
Well, to be honest, I'm not really entirely. I still don't know entirely what his angle is, and he just told me, he's like, I just think it's a good idea, and I think it needs to happen, so that's why I'm doing it. So I'm taking him on his word that that's the ultimate goal there. Yeah. And I kind of I've been a little standoffish, because of that. But then at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? When I saw, him actually making promo, buy one back one promos with actual links and stuff, and he's pairing up the right ones, Now, granted, he posted a couple that I'm like,
I feel you.
I don't know that I would have, but
is that right?
Honestly, I think it's good because I've noticed like the pattern that he's doing. He's pairing different ones up, and he's mixing and matching them each time. Yeah. That way, like everyone gets a chance to be in the spotlight. Like, let's say you have something like EVS, you have his books out there. You pair him with a bunch of smaller creators and stuff like that. And bam, the people that like EVS, they check out that stuff. It's like, hey, that looks pretty cool too.
Well, I mean, that was the whole purpose of the buy one back one, was to try to associate these smaller campaigns with the bigger campaigns and pair them together, package them in some way. That's that people who only pack the sure thing will say, hey, this thing over here, maybe I should check it out.
True.
And it's like when I proposed it to the GC and the Genesis crew, and like in true Genesis crew style, everybody poured water all over it, see if there's any leaks,
Oh, you had to give it a look.
Yeah, you have to run the gauntlet. You have to run the buddy, and Pixel, and you have to run the gauntlet of the galaxy brains and the guys that are just a little bit on the cynical side that can find something wrong with anything. And it made it through that, and I was like, hell, I'm going to launch this thing if it makes it through that cadre of of those weapons. It makes it through that, maybe I have something here. So it's one thing I love about our group. We you throw it out in the middle of that group. If you want an opinion, you're going to get an opinion.
That's true.
And which I guess the world at large has kind of lost the ability to give critique that has at its heart in betterment instead of destruction.
I generally, whenever I see anything, even if it's an idea or a comic book, even, there's no point in shitting on something, right? To me, that's kind of useless. Everybody's at a different stage of their own skills, and some people have to do something. Their first book, maybe is not their best, right?
Okay, everybody, let's give a what's up to Hojo. What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Hojo? All right. Anyway, so at the end of the day, I basically I see a lot of people just standing around and saying, "Man, I wish people would promote me," or "Man, I wish people would promote other people more," or "Man, there's less channels out there that are actually giving promo to people now." And then I'm not seeing people are saying, "Well, if that person falls, maybe I should put some promos on my channel to make up for the But the truth of the matter is to be honest, the Shield, when you do a Shield show, you don't really get a lot of eyes because people are like, oh, I don't, you know, and you're basically doing it for. That's a wise out back. All right, I do. Anyway, Facebook user, what's going on? Hey, man.
What's up, Facebook?
It's buy one back one.
Mark Zuckerberg showed up.
Yeah, I thought I canceled that Facebook. Hold on. Nope. I did it. Okay. That's the creators, the nerd outlet or whatever.
No, Indie Comics Connector.
Indie Comics Connector, yeah. So, all right. Anyway, so basically, the whole entire idea of buy one back one, for those who may stumble on this and not know, is basically it's a promo tool. You click on that hashtag and things should come up that are going to promote comics or promote shows that promote comics, or have something to do with raising the profile of smaller creators. So far, sign up for Mythicals. Yep, hard book you've been waiting for. Yep, you sign up for that. Awesome property.
Can I point out one thing?
Yeah.
So one thing I've noticed in our Genesis crew is that we are not good at retweeting everybody else's stuff.
Yeah.
Because how many people do you think are in the Genesis crew?
A bunch, but only like a few people are active in that group.
Yeah.
10 active?
I think we got about 30.
Oh, okay, 30. Okay, so I would think, unless I'm just naive, I mean, the power of the Genesis crew is at least that.
Yeah.
Right? 30 retweets, if possible. Or, and to me, that is that's a way to get everything. That's the one.
Well, the issue with that is that the crew, basically the participation is just when people are available to participate, Like we had Eric Minoltowski show up this morning, but that was like the first time I've seen him in days. But that was the first time he had time, Never see Woodrow that often, but Woodrow works a really hard schedule. When KYRIE comes out, he's going to be around a lot more, which is I'm looking forward to that book.
That's actually a really good point, because not everybody's like a direct daily participant. But I will say this. Like if Aaron puts out a post, I almost think, he's in my crew. Yeah. I mean, heck, forget about the fact that I love it, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, forget about the fact that Belmont's book is doing great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
It's worth it to retweet it.
Right.
Right.
Makes sense.
Oh, definitely. I definitely do that best I can. But I think there's about I can pretty much guarantee that most of my tweets have at least had at least around 10 retweets from our group. Eventually, because you got Odin Dasco's PST down there, and Pixel's PST. So they're 4 hours behind us. So if they don't retweet me immediately, I'll see it later on.
That's true. That is true.
And Hojo says I be retweeting like a mofo.
He do.
Hojo's mofo. There you go.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I think we gotta kind of band together and kind of these groups that we're forming, these loose affiliations and alliances that we're forming in our community, are where the real power is. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm here for the entertainment. I'm here for the big shows. I'm here for the big streams and X-Pro creators, and that's fine. That's fine. But I think the real value and the real power of, the Comicsgate community or whatever it is at this point, I think we're going through a transition to something different, but we'll find out where we land. Hey, Miss Good Stuff. Hey, lady.
What's up?
Yo.
But the thing about it is, though, is at the end of the day, making these connections, making this infrastructure is where the real power is at. I think buy one back one is a big part of trying to accomplish that. Because of getting. I think the shield shows are kind of going away. In a way, I don't think we're going to get a lot of shield shows. In the future.
Really?
I think I think that model was kind of like fading out. I mean, Belmont was the only person I know that's gotten on most of the shield shows. How many of those are no longer shilling, Belmont?
I haven't really looked into it, but I heard that a lot of people aren't doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Like forever? Or
Yeah. I talked to like Black Rose Comics like a while ago, and he said like, yo, I haven't really been doing shows like that. And he deleted like all of them from his channel.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, hold on 1 second. Shows are boring most of the time. Yeah, and this is good stuff.
True. That makes sense because they're taking a gamble on people that probably haven't really been on interviews and stuff like that.
Right. And there's a lot of dead air you deal with on some of those. Like
That's
we had
actually a good point.
Well, I mean, I had a buy one back one. The last one I did, and I had Mad Ruth on, and Mad Ruth is kind of a guy you have to like get the right prompt to get him to respond. And there was several times I would throw stuff out there, and it was just crickets chirping,
Well,
And
yeah, but you know what though? There's another. You're right, and there's also one more reason.
Right.
Because on that podcast. Your internet connection was a big delay. So whenever we started to talk, somebody else cut us off.
Oh, okay.
So we were like, I was like, and I think everybody was the same.
Well, that's why I went out and got a hard wire connection right after that show. So I got like a line that's running from here all the way to the router,
Oh yeah, totally.
Cord running halfway down my house here. Anyway, hold on 1 second. Don't you be spreading your cooties here, woman. Okay, the opinions expressed by Hojo are not necessarily the opinions of the show. Let's just put that out there.
I watched shows before, and you make an excellent point because I've watched some of them where I'm like, these guys are like they're not the most personality-driven people I've ever seen.
Right.
And I'm like, this is your point to like talk about your book. Yeah. And let's go, dude. You are like a stump on a log.
Right. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Say showing is what still happens as to. I'll just be brief. You won't spend an entire hour talking about the campaign in the book. It's just going to be pictures, and you look at the campaign, right?
Yeah.
I think the best. The model I tried to use is the one that Bancroft found, to where it wasn't a pure shield show. It was like he'd throw an topic out there and discuss it, and then maybe the last 20 to 15 minutes he would go show the book off.
Right.
And that would work, and it seemed to be like people were more willing once they got to meet the person and got to talk to them in a personal way. But then you got people that are just, we got people in our community that are just like constantly in shield show. You get them on, you can't get a conversation out of them because it's always, well, where's my book? That's in my book, and it's just like, who are you as a human being outside of the book?
Right.
Dude. I mean, like half the time, then from my personal experience, you also have people that do the shield shows and they're not really interested. They're just using you for airtime. I'm just like, yo, I thought we were here to like have a conversation or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, that happened to me the last time I was on a thing. I could tell that the dude didn't really want to be there. And I actually had to message the dude on the day that we were doing the thing. Yeah. Because it seemed like he wasn't even going to respond.
Right.
I'll tell you a funny one. I was before I launched a couple of weeks, Bancroft asked me to come on the show like last minute. I'm like, yeah, I'll go on. So I don't know at that point. I wasn't really familiar with how the shows are structured.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
didn't know if I should just start talking or should I wait for him to ask me something.
Right.
And I think he wanted me. Now looking back, he was okay if I started just talking like normal. But at the point,
I think a lot of that shield show awkwardness comes from the host, because it's like the guy that I'm co-hosting with. I'm doing the What's the Story series with the three T's, T Bunny, Tank, and Todd. Todd Redship's comics, and Todd is hilarious, but you have to give him the opening, right? And Luke eventually figured out how to do it, but when he was first on Luke's show, it's like he was like a spectator most of the time because Luke didn't really like set him up to, because Luke was like early on. Luke's gotten a lot better. I mean, Luke got better quick.
Well, he has his own show, right? So he's kind of used to it, right? Or no?
Well, but it just takes hours, man. It takes hours on camera, having multiple panels, kind of like trying to keep everybody involved, And you have to. It's like Matt was one of our best guests we've never met before we shield. He's talking about Hojo, I think.
He's talking about me. She's talking about me.
You. Oh, right.
So, what?
Your name is Matt?
Matt?
My mother called me Matt, but...
Yeah, I thought it was on your birth certificate. I thought Shadowpunk was on your birth certificate.
Yeah, you look like a Shadowpunk to me.
Matt in Shadowgate, and CG is Mrs. Good Stuff.
It's an inside joke, buddy. Mrs. Good Stuff's been putting his mouth on the water fountain again. Fritz call. I don't know what. Je ne sais quoi. That's what it is. Anyway, at least we expect the water fountain Hojo. Okay. So that's
what it is? Wait, you know what it is? You know why she calls me my real name?
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Because men are crass.
Oh. Okay.
Myself included.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. It's all like a different thing. And women are more like, hey, they're in touch. Right? They really want to connect. And connecting is a big deal. And I don't live in that world.
That makes sense.
I really don't. I have no idea what they're fucking doing. And
Right. Well, as paranoid as you are, any woman that says, hey, how are you? What's your name? And you're like, I don't know. What do you want? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What's going on here?
I have no idea how you deduce that. Seriously, do you work for CIA?
Every time you're on my show, we wind up talking about the latest conspiracy theory. So I just guess it's a guess.
Well, I don't have a show called Conspiracy, so somebody else does.
Actually, anyway,
we'll
be talking about the Lost Colony.
Yeah.
The Roanoke Lost Colony.
The Roanoke, yeah.
There's a guy who wrote a book about this last year, and he was on a show. I forget her name. Holly. But anyway, he knows what happened to it. Right. He wrote a book about it, and he had done archaeology on the island. And I guess it's been a mystery. If you live over on that side of the world, like Virginia, whatever.
Which I do, yeah.
Yeah, then it's more of a part of the culture, right?
Well, it's definitely part of the culture.
It's like the Edmund Fitzgerald over here.
Yeah, I never call Bunny Cooper. It's just Bunny. Yeah, right. We're going to talk about that next Tuesday, 3:30. We're actually going to 4:30. We're moving it to 4:30 so we can have Mrs. and Mr. Good Stuff and Hojo on. So we're going to have quite the panel talking about it. Anyway, Hojo and I are pretty excited for the Roanoke show. Yeah. So we're going to have a heck of a panel for that. Which the funny thing, Belmont had no idea. He didn't know what that was, and so bless his heart. Anyway,
it came back to memory when I watched the video, but I wasn't.
Okay. Right. Well, I thought you might have heard of it. If you're in the conspiracy arena, everybody knows the Lost Colony.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like our Genesis story,
I think the theory this guy had was that they had integrated with the local population.
Well, the Lumbee Indians have red hair, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that's pretty definitive that the Europeans mingled with them somehow. But yeah, they claim that they're that they got lost colony blood in them. But
how hot do you think Indian women were back then?
No idea.
I'll bet you they had some hotties big time.
Well, considering they wore less than the European women who were like dressed up to here, and looked like this with little bonnets on, and
there's something to be said for that too. That whole contained sexuality thing, right?
Right.
I mean, if you meet a beautiful woman who has a Middle Eastern deal going on, she's gorgeous. You're like, dude, this is insane.
Well, how would you even know? Wow, she has nice eyes and ankles. Woo-hoo!
I mean, you can see in the cheek. I think you can see it in like the cheek structure.
Yeah, and her eyes, and you're like, this is. I mean, you can see it, and you're like, this is crazy.
Exactly, because if you just have that and you see like the head shape, you can sort of make an accurate guess.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about.
What if she has like an overbite from hell?
Everyone, I don't know. Some people do have overbite.
One eyebrow.
Are we talking about the British overbite, or are we talking about the Australian
Middle Eastern? I mean, with the hijab on, I mean, how would you even know? How would you even know if she was attractive or not? Funny thing about it is, there's a bait and switch in the Bible that involved veils.
Really?
Jacob, he wanted. Her name was Rebecca.
Yeah.
And that was Rebecca.
He wanted Rachel to be his wife.
Rachel.
But he got Rebecca.
No, that was Leah.
It was Leah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like two sisters. One was not attractive. One was attractive. And he wanted Rachel, right? And so Laban had him like work for him a certain amount of time, and he'd give him Rachel.
7 years.
Yeah, but then he sent to him with a veil on the older daughter, and so he consummated with the older daughter, thinking it was Rachel. And by the morning light, figured out, okay, I got it switched here. But it was consummated, so he had to keep her. But then he's like, so he had to go back and work another 12 years for Laban for Rachel.
Yeah, but
exactly. Because back then it was. Oh, my bad. I was gonna say because back then it was customary for you to marry off your oldest first.
Yep. And he says, well, by custom, I had to give you Leah first.
Yeah.
And so,
but he's been deceived, so he has no recourse after that.
Yeah. Once he consummated, according to their laws, once he consummated, he was married.
Yeah. If he wanted Rachel, he'd have to work another 7 years for that.
Yeah. Right. I can't remember that, but yeah.
Sucks, man.
Yeah, so it's a bait and switch.
And dude, it's funny because after that, there was a whole feud between who could give him better children.
Right.
And Rachel only produced one, and that was Joseph. And Leah and Rachel's servants and Leah's servants each gave him children. I was like, damn.
Right. Well, she gave him two, Benjamin and Joseph, but she died in childbirth from having Benjamin. So.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting about that dude.
Yeah. Pretty important. Anyway, yes, very excited to have a picture of the ship they have in the harbor, Roanoke Island. They took this past summer. It's a replica of Elizabeth II. Yeah. Could have had her beheaded and remarried like Henry VIII.
He died.
Yeah. Well, it didn't quite work out that way. Not their loss, but anyway. That whole hijab thing is that's a non-starter anyway. How did we get there? Anyway, back to
buy one, back one.
Back to buy one, back one, which is why we're supposedly here. Anyway, so we got any campaigns we want to look at this week, Belmont? You want to feature?
Yeah, sorry, I'm muting myself because there's like a guy hammering really hard below me, like doing something. It sounds like a work site or something.
Oh, okay.
I feel you. Well, in the private chat, there's a link to the Buy One Back One website. It has like a whole bunch of campaigns and stuff on it.
Right. Let's take a look at that.
That's a lot of campaigns I saw on there.
Yeah. He's we'll take a look at that. Well, actually, I do. I kind of had it.
All the links to the campaigns are in the description on my channel. I put.
Yeah, I've got them in this one too. It's in the description here too.
Good.
I made sure. Hold on 1 second to share a screen. Get that pulled up right quick. Brave tab. Here we go.
Yo, even has company websites. That's nice.
Share. All right. Well, unfortunately, you pull up. I gotta find and kill this right quick. Hold on a second. If you pull up the actual stream of the YouTube, you suddenly have two streams playing in your head. You have to mute it.
I feel you
it
on
drives
that.
me crazy. All right. Okay, add this to the stream and let's take a look. I dig the way it's set out. That's pretty cool right there.
Yeah.
Let me see. So
Very simple.
Small but fighting, kapow, killing it, boom, to the moon. Oh my God. Okay, let's coming soon. Company websites and going bankrupt. All right. What's going bankrupt? Let me take.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that one too.
I'm sorry, Visa. Okay, back things I backed. Okay. Oh, this is things that he's backed.
That's
okay.
cool.
Yeah. He's going bankrupt because he's backing too many books. I got you. I backed up quite a few of these myself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm going bankrupt myself. Yeah, let me see. Is there anything interesting here? Klaus, what is that one?
Oh, Klaus. Yeah, that one looked pretty interesting. It's like
yeah.
It's one of those Santa Claus gimmicks where like Santa Claus is like a badass or something.
So it's Klaus. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All right, let's take a look at that one while we're at it. Okay.
I think you have to click on the.
That's just the. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you probably have to click on the word.
Right. Let
me see.
That's Boom Studios, so that's a mainstream book right there.
Oh,
okay.
Grant Morrison. Okay.
Yeah, looks like. Okay, hold on. All right, let me go back to see what's on his. See what's small but fighting. All right, smaller campaigns, sub 10,000. This is buy one back ones basically. She's Second Coming is under 10,000. You gotta be kidding me.
Really?
There's no way that one's under 10.
Let me check real quick. Hold up.
Yeah, he needs to like update that.
So, no. Actually, he made his goal was 500, but he made 6,500.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That is weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Okay, so let me see. Nine Lives Black Friday event. You can't tell me that's under 10,000. Let's see. Redemption, Chapter 1. I don't know about that one. Miss Katana Kai, I've heard of it. Compendium of the Unmasked, the Hollow Raven. Have anybody heard about that one?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's a new one to me. Fall of Man, we know about that. That's AGE Comics. He's been on the show.
Right.
Yeah, Wild Saber. I know about that one. So who is that guy that's putting that out? Let me see. Check it out right quick. Yeah. All right.
Okay, I know about those guys.
Kind of cool looking.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I think this is what's his name?
It's somebody
Marcel.
we know.
It's Marcel, I think. He owns that.
Oh, Marcel Dupree. That's right. Yeah. So this is his latest, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely Marcel Dupree. Definitely. He has a certain aesthetic.
I mean, LaFay looks pretty good. I've gotten like the first 2 issues. It's a good read.
Yeah, but the writing wasn't there on that one.
That's why I said good. For me, good is like middle of the bar.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, the line work on this one's really excellent. Holy crap. Somebody's really knows their panel construction. Look at that.
What's up, Will?
Right.
Oh, hey, man.
Right. Hey, Will, if you want to come on, man, come on.
Will, my nemesis.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'm going to make an announcement about that in a little bit.
Oh, you had Warbound in this one already?
I don't know. What's he looking at here? Yeah. That's already been. Yeah, he made backing. He made funding. So
that's good.
Okay, no, that's cool. Good for you, Marcel. Shoot the Living, Pray for the Dead. Anybody hear about this one?
I have not. Oh, Six Gun Gorilla.
Oh, that's the newest Six Gun Gorilla. Okay. Holy crap!
Ryan.
I gotta play this one.
Holy shit!
That's cool.
Just the comics. It is. Holy crap!
Oh, what's Einstein doing in there?
That's kind of like a generic, like a trailer for the whole series. Looks like. It's a good series. Did you know that that's a remake though? That he used a character that was in the
public domain.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either until recently. I found that out like a few months back.
Yeah, I was looking through that public domain when we were doing the out of obscurity, and I ran across it, and I was like, holy crap, it's a public domain character. Wow.
Exactly. Wait, hold up. Hybrids is still under 10,000?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he had a little, had that aborted launch day because of the problems with the website.
I feel you.
Yeah, but he's already funded, but man, that book should have more. I mean, that's the conclusion to pretty much the first two arcs. From here on out, it's going to be an entirely different book. So, that's incredible. That is incredible. If you guys haven't gotten this series, you are really missing out. Let me play this trailer. There we go. Hold on. It's like Pedro Eng's work.
We know our enemy. We've seen behind the curtain. And they have a weakness. An Achilles heel. They are arrogant and completely underestimate what they are up against. They forget who the game master is. They forget how wise this old demon can be. So, let's see who among them survives this killing field.
Wow.
I swear this is still a great trailer.
Did Luke do the voice for that? It
Yeah.
sounds like Dr. Claw from Spectre Gadget.
I think he might have got Randy Zim to do the voiceover again.
I'll get you, Gadget.
It does sound like Dr. Claw. It does. So you got ones and zeros tier, $5. That's a really cheap one. Penny pincher. There's a cover we won't reveal because it's a spoiler. Well, I guess we'll see that once the campaign's closed. Killing Field set cover A. The one I really like is the black one. I want to get a hold of it. Complete digital library. That includes first arc and this one. $30. Cover bundle. Yeah, he's got really great covers. One of them with Adam Miller color is really good. Drawn in Lifeline Final Battle. Okay. When he says drawn in, he means you create a character. Okay. He literally means you create a character for his universe, and that character will be in the books going forward. I have a character coming up in the next arc that he wants me to help to write. So can't wait for you guys to meet him. He's pretty cool. He's a villain.
Is there any potheads in that book yet?
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Maybe not. That might be a good addition. There you go. Nitho Diaz, original art. That guy is working currently for, I think, for DC. He's a little worried he's going to price him out of it, but that's that cover image Nitho Diaz did for him.
I feel you.
Yeah, here's a collector statue. That thing is pretty large. Let me see if he's got measurements on it. Hand printed, very rare, all 4 covers, and a Chris Scalf painting. Okay. No, that's a Chris Scalf. I'm sorry. That's the guy that did the art or whatever. Preston Excavato, original art. That's that cover, which is, this is the Chris Scalfy one. There it is. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
But these right here are really neat. They have like they're black matte, but then they've embossed with like a coating with the actual thing on it, and it reflects. But when you look at it, it looks like a black cover. It's really cool.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, I got all of them so far in that series. Metal print. Yeah.
There you go. It doesn't. It doesn't say how big it is, I guess.
No, it doesn't. No, this is not a Shadowpunk, but the guy did a real good job on it.
I think it's really good.
I think it's like 6 inches or something like that. I think he said something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty large. It's pretty sizable. But anyway, so that's got the stretch goals there. But everything's shipped, and Luke is the king of fulfillment. You will get it, and it will be in really good shape. Everything I've gotten from him has been really good, really good. Plus the series is just awesome. Anyone, you guys see another one you want to promote right quick?
How about the Unconditional Shove?
Unconditional Shove, yeah, let's take a look at that one.
Right there.
This is our friend Odin Dasco. There it is. It's got that EC throwback cover on it. Yeah.
Big time.
Man, he's so close to getting that funding goal. Man, we gotta get him over it. All right, I've seen this trailer a few times, but I'm gonna play it again. I love it. This is
pure speculation.
Odin's
Just an
voice.
educated guess. I'd say that man is alive.
That's the narrator right there, by the way.
Me, see what I see. The terrible worlds that lie between. The realm observed and the realms unseen, where the dark things live while you dream. Join me. Fight on the beholder as I drag your mind into those shadows and corners where you can see like me those things you don't want to believe. Unconditional Shove, the new horror sci-fi graphic novel anthology series, featuring 2 stories and over 80 pages of compelling, action-packed, terrifying fun. In our first story, I'll take you to a place where the otherworldly is made manifest. In this place, the abstract permeates the cosmology. In this place, your fears will construct the most terrifying animations. Because in this place, monsters exist. And in our second story, we stumble upon an ancient friendship between monster and man. And you'll see why it might be best to keep your monsters close. Yours even closer. In with friends like these. Unconditional Shove Volume 1. A graphic novel for all you lovers of the strange, macabre, and creepy things that we all know exist in the shadows of our universe. Unconditional Shove. Back in today on Indiegogo.
That is so cool. That's so cool. I think that background music is from one of his bands too.
Oh,
Oh shit, that is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. it's cool to have a rock star, you know, have that like under your belt there.
You're telling me.
What's that?
No, I said you're telling me, man.
Yeah. right. But yeah, the digital version is, you know, got black and white version, the color version. He's kept it really simple. Unconditional fan pack. It's got like art and the color and black and white. So he's everything's pretty simple. He doesn't have a lot of extra stuff on this campaign. Look at this art, goodness gracious. Odin is a twisted guy, but he's a sweetheart, but man, is he twisted. Look at that. Oh well. Anyway.
Is that like a gift that that's awesome. I didn't think of that.
That was set up by James. James created that.
It was a cool idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Yeah, this campaign is really well put together. Anyway, so that's a creative team intro. We haven't watched that. You want to watch it?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Odin Dasko here, creator of Unconditional Shove. Thanking you so much for checking out the campaign page. I just wanted to briefly introduce to you the creative team that is bringing this awesome graphic novel to life. Starting with myself, like I said, I am the creator. I also write and do all the art. And so I'm very busy doing all this interior art and nearly complete with that. And anyone who knows it is a time-consuming, laborious thing to do sequential stories, but it is the most awesome labor because you actually watch the story unfold right before your eyes. And I think comic books are the coolest way to tell a story. I'm also a huge fan of horror sci-fi anthologies, whether it be in comic books or movies or television shows. And that is the feel and style that we want to bring to you with Unconditional Shove. Also want to introduce to you my Canadian brother up there in Toronto, Mr. James Rock. James is also my partner in Broken Compass Comics. James is doing all the lettering and editing of this book. He also works extremely hard behind the scenes to make sure that the campaigns we present and the books that we print out are going to be the best ever. James works very hard and we really appreciate him. He also is a mad genius writer himself. He has his book, Magnificent Bastards, which is going to print here very soon. And he's also worked in the industry as a ghostwriter for several years. James is extremely creative and a pleasure to work with and very integral to the success of not only Unconditional Shove, but Broken Compass Comics. And I also want to introduce to you the amazing, powerful, young, up-and-coming colorist that we've got on board, which is Damir Rosic. Damir lives in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and he is an absolutely amazing colorist. And from the moment him and I started talking, his enthusiasm for this project was infectious, and it brought new life to me as far as this project. Every page that he's colored and shown me has blown my mind, and anyone who gets the color version of this book is going to be more than happy, because originally it was just going to be only a black and white, and now we're doing both. So the color version is looking fantastic. Couldn't be happier with Damir. Damir has done colors on a few books, as well as done the colors on several covers. And like I said, his attitude, his excitement, his enthusiasm for this project has been nothing short of awesome. And I'm just happy to have him on board. Everything is looking amazing. And that's the team. It's us three making this book. I couldn't thank these guys enough for doing their part and working as hard as they are. And every aspect they involve themselves in is just pure awesome. Can't thank them enough. And I can't thank you enough for checking out the campaign and considering backing Unconditional Shove. If you do back, there are no words that I could put out there to show my gratitude, because you are literally making a dream come true for this guy right here. My whole life I've wanted to make comic books and write them and draw them. And right now, here we are on the doorstep. We just have to walk through the crowdfunding door onto the other side and get books into people's hands. And it makes me extremely happy to know that people can enjoy what I've thoroughly enjoyed creating and making, and will continue to make. So consider backing Unconditional Shove, especially if you are a fan of horror sci-fi anthologies. But I believe anybody who gets this book in their hands will certainly enjoy it. It's a fun story. It's action-packed. And yeah, I'm super excited to get in your hands. Thank you for checking it out. And thank you so much, anybody who backs Unconditional Shove. It means the world to me. Once again, I am Odin, creator of Unconditional Shove. Thank you, and take care.
What a champ, man. What a champ.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a real good guy. You really want the good guys to succeed, you know. He's one of them. He definitely is one of them.
You know what I found interesting about the whole comic book thing online is that it's really hard to break through. Mm-hmm. Like, no matter how cool like Odin's book is or our books are, it's really difficult to break through to a larger audience.
How do you do that? Is. Yeah. Yeah. That's a real pain, you know, to get there sometimes.
Exactly. Like sometimes you need a gimmick or some shit like that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Strippers.
Yep. Or 3D animation.
Like true.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What's going on with that, Shadowpunk? When's the movie coming out?
Yeah.
I'll get right on that.
Let's see. 5 minutes took him 4 years. So a movie would take him, 2 centuries maybe?
No. I'll help you out, man. I'm familiar with it. I just need to learn the programming.
Yeah. Once you get going, you'll just crank the thing out.
All right, let's take a look at this trailer. This is the best trailer I've seen in CG. Look at this. Sorry. That is the best trailer in CG.
Right? Dude, and a good amount of time, too. 54 seconds. Oh, yeah. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you got to, I mean, sometimes the people have long trailers, and I'm like, leave them wanting more. Right? Yeah. Just give them enough just to go, what the heck is that thing?
This is 54 seconds long. But I swear it felt like a minute. A minute and a half or something, or 2 minutes or something like that.
So I've been working on the pages like crazy. One page, I did a DPS that took me 2 weeks.
Right.
And it had maybe 15, 20 characters in it. And I'm like, oh my God. But once I cut my teeth on it, then the new pages are coming faster. This one page I'm doing now, I think I'm going to be able to do it in 4 days, the whole page.
Yeah, so, look at this. Look at this art.
And I'll tell you something. My skills, honestly, totally ramped up. Mm-hmm. From there to now, totally ramped up. I'm like, even the owl, as cool as the owl is, I'm doing a page right now where it's fucking kick ass.
Wow,
that's awesome.
Seriously, I'm like, wow, this came out pretty good. This page.
Yeah, that color palette that you designed for it really is very clever. When you do a specific palette for your book, it really does make your book very definitive. Hello Kitty boot. That's pretty clever.
Right.
Yeah.
I think in the overall, I might have some pages where it kind of deviates a little bit.
Right.
So my goal is to make it so that every page is a new thing and it's fun to read for the reader.
Look at this right here.
Yo, that looks sick.
With it. Yeah. Yeah, I got that thing coming.
You did a great job printing that thing. I was really impressed.
Yeah, that's really incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, even that animation takes time. I mean, this guy's busy guy. I got that shirt there. I'd like to get that one. I need to
who got that one? It was Red Valkyrie got that
one. Oh, right,
yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's cool. But yeah, this is it's a world you're building here, man.
Well, you said it one day that your first book is like of community service. You're building the world, and I'm kind of doing that too. But I will tell you something. I'm really, really, really focused on getting you invested in the story.
Yeah,
that is big time number one. And at the ending, I want you to go, holy shit.
Well, yeah. Well, you're doing a good job. This is distinctive, very, very unique. I haven't seen anything like this. But yeah, it's you basically got these one-offs like this, that are just special. Also, check out his channel, because he has a actual 5-minute mini movie prequel on it, represented by that poster there. So yeah, so make sure you check that out.
Check it out.
9-minute animated movie for free. Okay, all right, there you go. Yeah, this is the link to it right here.
So you know what?
Make sure you check that out.
So the story, just so you know, the story, there's something in the story that pertains to the book directly. And I you know how like in the old Marvel comics they would do an asterisk?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing that where I go, check out this, because this is, don't forget. And, I'm debating it. I don't know how it works, people like that or not.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, let's check out. This is the curated list that Belmont's made. Hello, Amanda. What's up, lady?
What's up?
So anyway, this is the curated list that Belmont's created. Let me. So that right there, that's got like. Can we blow that up, Belmont, or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fall of Man, I guess, is now funding. So I'm going to update that on the next one.
Right. Yeah. So Black Rhapsody is top dog at the moment. KYRIE is there. Smokes the Fox, 3rd place. Well, we need to get him over. Ace the Volume 2 looks pretty good. Mighty Mascots issues 7, 8, and 9. I've got the. I think I got 3, 4, and 5. But that's a cool series based on Mascots. Anyway, so that Magna and the Posse. I got the digital of that. That's a cool book. That chick is thick. Anyway, there's our friend Shadowpunk. Man, that should be higher than that. Goodness gracious. Longshadow, which is a novel, illustrated novel rather than a comic, but it introduces a ogre detective from like sword and sorcery days. So that's pretty clever. Rocket Mission 2 is that's funded, but that's a cool magazine zine like a.
Actually, I just realized that Rocket Magazine Mission 1 should be at the top of the list because it's at 9,300 or something.
Okay.
So I should probably add that as well.
Oh, okay.
But he should be on the top. Right. But he's really, really close to that 10K. It's right on the edge.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Gotcha. Yeah, Galactic Rodents and Mayhem, and Do You See What I See right there at the middle. Butch Cleaver and Rocket Nation 1. Okay, I already said that one. Cobalt, this Stalks us at 4. Unconditional Shove Volume 1 we just saw was 35.15 right there. And SOLTAC, that book is finished. Just looking for customers at this point. But that one is a space opera a la Star Wars. And he actually got so pissed off at Star Wars he wrote his own space opera. So there you go. Uh,
That's what's up.
But the art looks good, and he's got some writing credits to his name, so he knows what he's doing. So that's probably going to be a really good book. I've backed that one. Unemployed Monsters. I don't know what that thing is, but it's pretty clever. There's Screecher, Killing Field Complete Saga. That should be way higher than that. Goodness gracious, that book's going to be the conclusion of the whole thing. You know, Outlaw Nuts. I think he's pulling that, isn't he? And going to rejigger it and bring it back later.
Oh, he's in the second. He's in the second 30 days. He hired an advertising company,
right?
And he's trying. Okay. He's really trying to. But he's got his funding goal is like 6,500. So it's going to be very tough to hit that goal in 28 days. Right.
Cody Valiant from the BBB, Biff Bam Boom Comics. They're really cool people over there. I could use more backers in that. Check that book out. They use a different kind of style from what you normally see. It's a very different. It's kind of a digital overlay kind of style. Check that one out. I got a lot of comments over here. I didn't get caught up on here. Where did I get it off here? All right. Okay, last one I saw. Okay. If I start Macaroni art campaign, can I be added to the buy one back one list? No, you cannot. Joe, check the GC group chat. Guys, have a great show off to Winter Wonderland, whatever that is. Peace and chicken grease. All right, thank you, Hojo. All right, let me see. Will from Creators Outlet said hello. All right. Shadowpunk meets Will the Champion. Oh, you too, man. You should just lay it off. All right. I'm going to make an announcement here shortly. All right. I'll see y'all going to lay down and sleep off some of this sickness. Oh, poor lady. I didn't know you were sick. Goodness gracious. I hope you get to feeling better. Let me see. There's some trash talking. All right, Hell Meaty Nights, Lord Sandwich, Hell Lord Sandwich.
Man, I'd kill for a sandwich right
now. Okay, I'm sorry. Nito is at Marvel. I misspoke. I said he was DC. Okay, here we go. He's the lead singer for band Pixel. We're talking about Odin Dasko. He has a radio voice. Yeah, right. Yeah. Just need to drop the uns and uhs and such. I'll boost his credibility, professional presence for him. All right, you talk to him about that. Let me see here. Amanda B is saying hello to everybody. Hello, hey, Belmont and or T Bunny, since it's a dual stream. Hell, Amanda B. Welcome to the rest. Hello to the rest of you on the panel. All right. Hello. Sorry for late. Proponent of intros no longer than 1:30. Yeah, I got you. Most of my intros clock in right about 1, including the intros, logos, and such. Thank you, Pixel. Can I put a little mermaid on there? Well, if you got a sign-up list, sure. Go right ahead. All right. And then, of course, all right. That's been the chat for the day. All right. Let me retire that right quick. Remove. Okay. So, yeah, check out that website. The link is below. Check out any of those campaigns. Those links are below also. They got a ton of links down there. Make sure you use them. Anyway, so that has been Buy One, Back One. Anybody got anything else they want to promote right quick?
Oh, yeah. So, if you guys didn't know, I have a campaign coming out January 10th, Wolfsbane #2. The second part of my 6-part saga. And it's going to be a really good book. It's about a teenage werewolf who's dealing with he's dealing with his average life. And instead of him being affected by the full moon, his trigger is stress. So you can already imagine how that's going to be.
For a teenager?
Yes, for a teenager.
A teenager stress triggers their werewolf. Oh, man.
Yes.
Yeah. So in other words, he pretty much stays werewolf, right?
It's a struggle, man. It's a struggle.
Gotcha. Okay, quick announcement tomorrow on the Saturday Night Love stream, I'm going to have a smorgasbord quiz. Okay, because I didn't have a lot of time to produce one this week, I'm going to go back through my previous trivia contest that I put on, and I'm just going to take a category from previous shows and just put them all up there.
Oh wow!
And so basically, there won't be any new trivia, or will they? Or will they? I might just add some new ones in there. Of course, Mr. Rick Astley is going to be lurking. The Rick Roll is going to be out there too. And we're going to have a lot of fun. And if Will show up and Shadowpunk will show up, we're going to have a rematch of sorts.
I was sick that day, and I was not feeling good.
Yeah,
so,
I got you.
I'm just saying. It was like...
Just saying. Okay. All right, and hopefully Aaron can join us this time. Who knows?
Hopefully, if some BS doesn't happen, man. That night was crazy.
That night was crazy.
I hated it.
Had everything but horde of locusts that night. So
exactly. Somebody came over my freaking house, drunk, knocked over my lamp. I had to fix that.
Then his cat knocked his internet off. I mean, goodness gracious.
Exactly.
Tank Ferret will be unleashing his $1 comic sometime this month. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. Yeah, pay attention to that. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Tonight at 7 o'clock on my channel. We're going to have the third episode of What's the Story. And tonight we're going to do What's the Story on Audie Murphy. If you don't know who that is, he is the most badass soldier that's ever been in American history.
He's the Dr. Manhattan of World War II.
Yeah, he is. He's who Captain America was based on. Okay, if you ever wondered where did they got the idea for Captain America, it was Audie Murphy.
Really? So
we're going to talk about him tonight, and we're going to give a kind of like a assessment of his abilities, and I'm thinking we're going to probably max a few of those out. But unique story. 5'7", about 150 pounds, soaking wet. Tried to get into the armed forces. Was told that he was too small. Go home and grow. So he went and gained 12 pounds and came back within the year. With a lie from his sister telling him that he was old enough, and got in at 17, and went from buck private all the way to first lieutenant in less than 3.5 years. So yeah, it's a story. Anyway. And about 200 Germans wish he didn't go over there. That's what we know of. That's what we know of. That's the count we know of. So anyway, so if that intrigues you, tune back in at 7 o'clock tonight. Me and the 3 T's are going to, hello, afternoon, all, Kate and Orlando. Hey, we're heading out the door. Sorry. But it's going to be me and the other 2 T's, Tank Ferret, Todd, and T Bunny. And we're going to do that show in about 2 hours anyway. Thank you guys for coming on this afternoon. Make sure you check those campaigns out. They're in the description. They're also over on Belmont channel. And click buy one, back one hashtag, and you'll find more information that you'll ever check a stick at. Anyway, so
back some books for Christmas. Make somebody's dream come true.
Yeah, back some books for Christmas. What a great idea. Anyway, so that has been Cooper for Telepathic Bunny Comics here with Shadowpunk right there, Aaron, and Belmont. Y'all have a good afternoon. Bye, everybody.
Tell me what's on your mind.